The moon cast an eerie glow over the forest as Jacob and his dog Max wandered along the isolated trail near Mount Rainier. They'd heard the rumors of a winged beast, but curiosity got the best of them. Suddenly, Max froze. His ears pricked up, a low growl rumbling in his throat. Jacob turned, spotting a pair of red eyes staring from the treetops. Without warning, a massive, bat-like creature swooped down, its wings blotting out the moonlight. Max barked furiously as Jacob stumbled back, but it was too late. The creature's claws wrapped around him, lifting him off the ground. As Jacob was carried into the sky, screaming in pain, Max's frantic barking faded into the night. In the heart of the Pacific Northwest, where the misty forests whisper ancient secrets, a creature of legend has emerged from the shadows. Witnesses have reported encounters with a monstrous entity, towering at nearly 10 feet, with leathery wings stretching super fucking wide, and a face that melds the grotesque with the bizarre. This creature is none other than the elusive Batsquatch. First seen in 1994, its sightings have defied conventional explanation, blending folklore with eerie reality. As tales of this mysterious being spread, the question lingers: is Batsquatch merely a figment of imagination, or is there something more sinister lurking in the shadows of the foggy forest? Join me as we dive deep into the mystery of Batsquatch, where mystery and reality collide. There are stories of a creature that defies explanation. In a region known for its mysteries, from Bigfoot to UFOs, a new legend has taken root. This is the tale of Batsquatch. But what lies behind this enigmatic figure? As we delve into the depths of the Washington Mountains, we'll uncover the origins of this modern legend, exploring how it captured the imagination of folks who dwell in this wild and untamed land. Batsquatch is often described as a towering humanoid creature standing between 8 and 10 feet tall. It's part bat, part Sasquatch, and 100% nightmare fuel. What sets it apart is its massive fucking wingspan. It's been reported to reach up to an astonishing 50 feet. The wings are said to be leathery and membraney, enabling the creature to glide silently through the night sky. Witnesses have provided various descriptions of Batsquatch's appearance. The creature is frequently depicted with dark, matted fur covering its body. Its face is a grotesque fusion of bat and humanoid features, featuring glowing eyes and a wide, gaping mouth filled with menacing fang-like teeth. Some accounts describe its skin as having a more reptilian texture with scales, adding to the horror. Others note that its eyes may glow with an eerie red or yellow hue. Additionally, Batsquatch is often described with clawed hands and bird feet, emphasizing its predatory nature. It sounds to me like folks might be getting this critter pegged wrong. It's not Batsquatch, it's Mothman. That description tracks very close to Mothman. I did a video on Mothman a little while back. I'll put the link in the dysfunction. Now, whether Mothman flew from West Virginia to Washington, I don't know. I don't see why not. I mean, I'm sure it could by taking breaks. Hell, the Owlman in Chicago could be a Mothman. I mentioned that in my Chicago Owlman video. Link for my Chicago Owlman video will also be in the description. Among some of this thing's supernatural abilities, the ability to shut down a car and disable it is a unique one. Despite the variations in descriptions, the common thread among all sightings is the creature's unsettling presence. Witnesses often report intense feelings of, "oh fuck," and an overwhelming sensation of being watched, piling on to the weird shit that surrounds Batsquatch. In the realm of cryptozoology, Batsquatch holds a significant place. Its elusive nature and the chilling encounters fuel ongoing investigations and debates about the existence of these kinds of unknown creatures lurking on the edge of our reality. As researchers continue to delve into the mystery of Batsquatch, this cryptid remains a powerful symbol of the unexplained phenomena that persist in our world. The lore of Batsquatch is a relatively recent but compelling addition to the tapestry of Pacific Northwest legends. Emerging from a region already known for its rich tradition of cryptids and unexplained phenomena, Batsquatch has quickly captured the imagination of those intrigued by the mysteries of the wilderness. The origin of the Batsquatch legend can be traced back to 1994, near the shadow of Mount St. Helens. On an April evening, Brian Canfield, a local resident, was driving on a remote road when his vehicle inexplicably stalled. What happened next would spark the beginning of a modern-day monster story. As Canfield sat in his truck, he witnessed a creature unlike anything he had ever seen before. This brief encounter near one of the most geologically active and mysterious mountains in the United States laid the foundation for the Batsquatch legend. As word of Canfield's experience spread, Batsquatch quickly became the topic of conversation, especially among those who were already familiar with the region's other cryptid tales. Over time, Batsquatch became more than just a local curiosity. It evolved into a symbol of the unknown, representing the weird, fucked up shit that still lurk in the dense forests and rugged mountains of the area. Local artists, musicians, and even brewers have drawn up inspiration from the Batsquatch legend, embedding it further into the cultural landscape. Batsquatch Pale Ale. I'm gonna have to try that. Though its origins are relatively recent, the tale of Batsquatch has gained a foothold in the collective imagination, embodying the spirit of the Northwest's untamed wilderness and the allure of its enduring mysteries. All right, let's get into the meat and taters of this thing with the sightings. Right after the Mount St. Helens eruption in May 1980, people started reporting that they'd seen a humanoid creature with an ape-like body, glowing eyes, and bat-like wings. It was also reported in the area during the 80s that pets went missing and farmers would stumble upon some of their livestock dead by what appeared to be a very vicious animal attack. as their bodies were found just ripped to shreds. During this time period, the sightings weren't taken seriously. Most folks just scoffed at it and moved on. But in the 90s, after some very fucked up, credible reports came out, people started to wonder. We already talked about the initial sighting, which sparked the whole phenomenon. But what happened after that? Well, all hell broke loose. After the 1994 sighting, the next time Batsquatch was spotted was in 1998. According to the report, a dude was hiking along a remote mountain trail when he slipped and experienced a severe fall, fucking him up pretty bad. Struggling to regain his bearings, he witnessed a startling scene that completely blew his mind. As he laid on the trail, he reported seeing a logging truck carrying a full load of Douglas firs rumbling down the mountain road. Suddenly, the truck collided with something large and powerful that appeared out of nowhere. To his shock, the man observed a massive winged creature sprawled out on the ground, seemingly injured from the impact. The creature was unlike anything he had ever seen before. While he was still trying to figure out what the fuck he was looking at, a second creature emerged out of the surrounding forest. This creature, nearly identical to the first, approached the injured one with what appeared to be concern and urgency. The two creatures interacted briefly, with the uninjured one checking on the condition of its fallen companion. After a moment, the second creature spread its enormous wings and, with a powerful leap, took to the sky, disappearing into the misty air. The injured Batsquatch, however, struggled to get up. Eventually, it too managed to get to its feet and, though visibly weakened, followed its buddy into the sky. The man, still dazed from his fall, watched in awe as both creatures vanished from sight. You know he was fucking bricking it. No physical evidence was left behind, and skeptics argue that the man's injuries may have led to hallucinations or misinterpretations of what he saw. Bullshit. However, for believers, this account shows that these creatures not only exist, but also have a level of intelligence and social behavior that is rarely associated with cryptids. Next, the 2009 Batsquatch sighting near Mount Shasta in Northern California is one of the more dramatic and widely discussed encounters in the cryptids lore. Mount Shasta, already a site of a shitload of supernatural claims, provided the backdrop for this remarkable sighting. According to reports, a group of hikers was making their way through the rugged terrain when they stumbled upon a narrow crevice in the rock face. As they paused to take in the view, they were startled by a loud, echoing noise coming from deep within the crevice. Moments later, a massive creature lunged from the darkness, spreading its enormous wings as it flew into the sky. The hikers described the creature as having a wingspan of about 50 feet, dwarfing any known bird or bat. Its wings were leathery, resembling those of a bat, but on a much larger scale. The creature's flight was swift and powerful, leaving the hikers in awe. The sighting occurred in broad daylight, adding to the credibility of the account. The hikers, visibly shaken by the encounter, later reported the incident to local authorities and shared their story with various media outlets. Despite their detailed and consistent descriptions and their apparent sincerity, the sighting remains unexplained. Skeptics have suggested that the hikers may have witnessed a large bird, such as a condor or eagle, which could have been misidentified due to the surprise and fear they experienced. However, the sheer size of the creature they described, particularly the 50-foot wingspan, makes it hard to say they just saw a big bird. This sighting near Mount Shasta adds another layer to the mystery of this critter, fueling speculation that something extraordinary may indeed inhabit the remote areas of the Northwest. In 2011, a man was out for a routine walk with his dog in a quiet, wooded area. The day was calm and uneventful until the man noticed something unusual in the sky. As he looked up, he spotted a large, winged creature soaring through the air. The creature was unlike anything he had ever seen before. It was approximately 9 feet tall, with a muscular build covered in blue fur that gleamed in the sunlight. The wings, massive and powerful, carried the creature effortlessly through the sky. The man watched in stunned silence as the creature flew, moving with a grace that seemed almost unnatural for something this fucking big. His dog, usually alert and quick to react to any movement, stood frozen, perhaps sensing the extraordinary nature of what they were witnessing. The creature continued its flight until it flew out of sight. Shaken by the encounter, the man recounted his experience to friends and family who were equally freaked the fuck out by the details. The sighting of a large, blue-furred creature with wings added a new dimension to the Batsquatch experience, as the description of blue fur was a unique and distinctive feature not commonly reported in other sightings. Despite the vividness of the man's account, skeptics were quick to offer alternative explanations, suggesting that he may have seen a large bird or even a trick of the light. However, the man's description of the creature's height, fur, and wingspan did not align with any known animal, leaving room for speculation and intrigue. The 2014 Batsquatch sighting at Archbishop Hoban High School in Akron, Ohio, is one of the more unusual and striking encounters with the legendary creature. This sighting occurred during a typical school day, making it even more unsettling for those who witnessed it. According to reports, a class was in session when students suddenly noticed something strange outside their window. Without warning, a massive black mass whipped past the window at an incredible speed. The creature was so fast that it was barely visible, but its sheer size left an impression on the students. The black mass appeared to be winged, though its exact shape was difficult to tell. The students were momentarily stunned, unsure of what they had just witnessed. The event caused a stir in the classroom, with students exchanging bewildered glances and talking excitedly about the strange sighting. Some described it as a large shadow, while others insisted they saw something more tangible, a creature with immense wings. The sighting sparked rumors and speculation throughout the school, with some students and faculty speculating that they had just seen Batsquatch. The creature's reputation as a large, winged creature with ties to the Pacific Northwest made the sighting in Ohio particularly intriguing. The idea that Batsquatch could appear so far from its stomping grounds added a new layer of mystery to the legend. While skeptics suggested that the students might have seen a bird or some other large object caught in a gust of wind, the speed and size described by the witnesses did not align with typical naysayer explanations. The sighting at Archbishop Hoban High School remains one of the more perplexing incidents associated with Batsquatch. For those who believe in the existence of Batsquatch, this sighting in Ohio serves as a reminder that the unknown can manifest anywhere, even in the most unexpected places. And the most recent and intriguing encounter associated with this elusive cryptid was in 2017. The sighting took place in April 2017 near the small town of Shelton, Washington, a region known for its dense forests and remote wilderness, which have long been a hot spot for various cryptid sightings. According to the witness, the encounter occurred while he was driving on a rural road during the early evening. As he was navigating the winding road through the forested area, he noticed something unusual in the sky. At first, it appeared to be a large bird, but as it got closer, the man realized that what he was looking at was much larger and more menacing than any bird he had ever encountered. The creature swooped down low over his vehicle, giving the driver a clear view of its terrifying features. He described the creature as being about 9 feet tall, with a wingspan between 20 and 30 feet. The wings were leathery and bat-like, and the creature's body was big and muscular, covered in dark fur. The most striking aspects of the creature were its sharp, predatory teeth and glowing, piercing eyes that seemed to lock onto the man as it passed overhead. The witness was understandably freaked the fuck out by the encounter. He continued driving, hoping to put distance between himself and the monster. He couldn't shake the image of what he had just seen. The creature flew over his vehicle before disappearing into the trees, leaving the man in a state of what the fuck? The entire encounter lasted only a few moments, but it left a lasting impression on the fella. After the sighting, the man shared his experience with local cryptid researchers and online forums dedicated to such phenomena. His account quickly gained traction, as it was one of the first reported sightings of Batsquatch in a few years. The description of the creature, particularly its size, wings, and terrifying appearance, matched previous reports of Batsquatch, further fueling speculation that something truly extraordinary is lurking in the forests. Skeptics suggested that the man may have seen a large bird, like an eagle or an owl, and that his fear might have exaggerated the creature's size and appearance. However, the witness stood by his account, insisting that what he saw was no ordinary animal. The encounter reignited interest in Batsquatch among cryptid enthusiasts who continue to investigate and debate the existence of this mysterious creature. The 2017 sighting remains one of the most compelling modern accounts of Batsquatch, adding to the enduring mystery of this cryptid and leaving both believers and skeptics wondering what really lies hidden in the dark untamed forests of the Pacific Northwest. The legend of Batsquatch, like many cryptid stories, has faced significant skepticism from the scientific community and the public alike. Believers and skeptics have debated its existence, offering various explanations that range from natural phenomena to the supernatural. Skeptics often attribute Batsquatch sightings to misidentifications or psychological phenomena. One common explanation is that the creature could be a large bird, like a great horned owl or a misidentified eagle. These birds of prey are known for their fucking monstrous wingspans and can appear intimidating as hell, especially in low light or from a distance. Their nocturnal habits and tendency to swoop down suddenly could explain why some witnesses describe seeing a large winged figure. Another explanation involves the psychological effects of being in remote, isolated areas, like the forests near Mount St. Helens. The human mind is prone to making connections and seeing patterns, especially in situations of heightened emotion or fear. This phenomenon, known as pareidolia, could lead people to perceive familiar shapes, like a giant-ass bat or Sasquatch-like figure in blurry surroundings. Additionally, the power of suggestion and local folklore could influence what people think they see, especially in a region where tales of Bigfoot and other cryptids are pretty much everywhere. However, these scientific explanations face challenges. Critics argue that while large birds could explain some sightings, they do not account for the specific details reported, like how truly huge the motherfucker is, and the way it acts when it's confronted. Moreover, the psychological explanations rely heavily on the assumption that witnesses are just seeing shit, totally dismissing the possibility that they may have actually seen something genuinely unusual. These natural explanations also do not fully address the consistency of reports over time and from completely different locations, leaving plenty of room for doubt. On the other hand, Batsquatch believers have their own explanations. They suggest that the creature is an interdimensional being capable of crossing between our world and another, which could explain why sightings are so rare and fleeting. This theory posits that Batsquatch might not be a permanent resident of our reality, but instead a visitor, showing itself only briefly before returning to its own realm. This could also explain why no physical evidence like footprints or fur has ever been found. Another supernatural explanation links Batsquatch to the volcanic activity of Mount St. Helens, suggesting that it could be a guardian or spirit associated with the mountain. In many indigenous cultures, mountains are often regarded as sacred places, home to powerful spirits. Batsquatch could be seen as a modern manifestation of these ancient beliefs, a guardian of the wilderness awakened by the volcanic eruption. It's also been said, mainly by hollow earthers, that Batsquatch is from the Middle Earth. When Mount St. Helens erupted, it cracked a hole between the two realities, and this creature escaped the interior of the earth. The biggest challenge for Batsquatch believers is the lack of concrete evidence. Despite numerous sightings, no definitive physical proof, like photographs, DNA, or other tangible evidence, has been found. This lack of evidence bolsters the skeptic's position and makes it difficult to argue for the creature's existence within the scientific community. In contrast, those who support the supernatural explanations rebut that the very nature of Batsquatch makes it elusive beyond the reach of traditional methods of proof. They argue that if the creature is indeed interdimensional or a spiritual entity, it might not leave behind the kind of evidence that science requires to validate its existence. In the end, the debate over Batsquatch remains unresolved, with explanations on both sides facing significant challenges. Whether viewed through the lens of science or the supernatural, Batsquatch continues to be a fascinating mystery, capturing the imagination of those who ponder the unknown. The tale of Batsquatch has woven itself into the rich tapestry of the Northwest folklore, standing alongside legends like Bigfoot and the Thunderbird. From its first sighting near Mount St. Helens to the numerous encounters that followed, Batsquatch has captivated the imagination of those who dare to believe in the mysteries of the world. This creature, with its ominous presence and elusive nature, challenges our understanding of the natural world, leaving us to wonder what kind of crazy shit might be lurking in the shadows of our forests and mountains. Batsquatch's impact on local culture is undeniable. It has inspired artists, musicians, and storytellers, becoming a true symbol of the unknown. A reminder that there are still many things out there that fucking defy explanation. For believers, Batsquatch is more than just a cryptid. It's a testament to the idea that the world is far more mysterious and magical than we often allow ourselves to believe. The very name, Batsquatch, evokes a sense of wonder, a blend of fear and fascination that keeps the legend alive. As I close this chapter on Batsquatch, one thing is clear. Whether a figment of collective imagination or a real fucking critter that eludes capture, Batsquatch has secured its place in the annals of cryptid lore. The mystery remains. What if Batsquatch is out there, soaring through the night skies, watching from the shadows? What if, just beyond the reach of our headlights, something extraordinary waits to be discovered? The truth may never be fully known, but the legend of Batsquatch continues to haunt our dreams and spark our curiosity. Perhaps it's not about finding the answers, but about embracing the questions and letting the mysteries of our world remind us that there is still so much left to explore. So, as you venture into the wilderness, remember to keep an eye on the sky. You never know what might be watching you from up there. If you made it this far along, do me a huge favor. Tap that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. That way, you won't miss out on more of my crazy-ass videos. And besides, I really do appreciate it. I've also got some fucking kick-ass merch. The link's down in the description. I've got Scarinator shirts and tanks. I've got Stay Creepy mugs, t-shirts, stickers, and all kinds of badass miscellaneous stuff. Until next time, y'all keep it real, keep it chill, and stay creepy! Catch you on the flip. Thank you for watching and listening until the very end. You kick total ass.